What if I told you that according to Proverbs, being a fool has nothing to do with your IQ? You can be educated, successful, wealthy, respected, and still be called a fool by God. Most people can recognize foolishness in others, but very few recognize it in themselves. The book of Proverbs describes several kinds of fools. Each one has different behaviors, different attitudes, and different dangers. The uncomfortable truth is this: you might be one among them and not even know it. Today, we're going to examine 5 types of fools described in Proverbs. As we go through them, don't think about someone else. Ask yourself, do I see any of these traits in me? Because wisdom begins when we are honest enough to recognize our own foolishness. The first type is the simple fool. The simple fool is not evil, he is inexperienced. He lacks discernment. Proverbs says the simple believe almost anything. They are easily influenced, easily deceived, easily led astray. They don't stop to ask, is this true? Is this wise? Where will this path lead me? Instead, they simply follow the crowd. If everyone is doing it, they assume it must be right. The simple fool often says, I don't know. But many times, the warning signs were already there. They just were not paying attention. Today, the simple fool may believe every viral post, follow every trend, accept every popular opinion, and never test whether it aligns with truth. The danger is not that they hate wisdom, the danger is that they neglect wisdom. And neglect eventually becomes destruction. The good news: the simple fool can still learn. Proverbs repeatedly invites the simple to gain understanding. This is the most recoverable form of foolishness. If you are willing to listen, you're not trapped. Meet Aaron. Aaron is a good person. He is friendly and means no harm. But he never stops to think deeply about things. One day he sees a sensational video online. Without checking whether it's true, he immediately shares it with everyone he knows. A few weeks later, he starts spending time with a new group of friends. They party hard, make irresponsible decisions, and constantly pressure him to join them. Deep down, he feels uncomfortable, but because everyone else is doing it, he goes along with them. Then someone tells him about an investment opportunity that promises huge profits in a short time. Without doing any research or asking for advice, he invests his savings. Months later, the news he shared is proven false. His friendships has led him into trouble, and his money is gone. Aaron isn't evil, he is simple. He believes too quickly, follows too easily, and fails to consider the consequences. That's the simple fool in Proverbs. The simple fool suffers not because he is wicked, but because he never stops to think. The second type is the stubborn fool. Unlike the simple fool, this person has already been warned. They have received advice, they have heard correction, but they refuse to change. Proverbs teaches that a wise person accepts correction. A fool rejects it. The stubborn fool sees every correction as an attack. Every rebuke feels like an insult. Instead of asking, could I be wrong? They immediately become defensive. Their pride becomes stronger than their desire to grow. You can show them evidence, you can explain consequences, you can point to past mistakes, yet they continue on the same path. Why? Because admitting they were wrong feels harder than remaining wrong. Many lives are damaged not because people lack knowledge, but because they refused correction. The stubborn fool doesn't stumble into destruction. He walks toward it with eyes open. The tragedy is that wisdom was available, but pride kept the door closed. Meet Rachel. Rachel has a temper. Her husband tells her repeatedly that her angry words are hurting the family. Her friends gently tell her the same thing. Even at work, her manager points out that her attitude is creating problems with colleagues. At the same time, her doctor warns her that stress and unhealthy habits are damaging her health. Rachel hears every warning, but her answer is always the same. That's just who I am. I don't need anyone telling me what to do. Months become years. Her marriage suffers. Her relationships begin to fall apart. Her health gets worse. Rachel's problem isn't a lack of information. She has received plenty of warnings. Her problem is that she refuses correction. Rachel is the stubborn fool. The door to wisdom was open, but pride kept her outside.